What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Fan Friday, and today's winner was Volcarona Ampharos. I'm not sure how to say Ampharos at all. Maybe it's Ampharos. I'm going to say Ampharos. I don't know if that's right or wrong here. But let's go with Volcarona first. Volcarona has the attack called Solar Birth. Search deck for a basic Pokemon, put it onto your bench, search deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, and attach them to your Pokemon here. So obviously what you want to do with Volcarona is search out an Amphi. And with Amphi, you can attach 2 lightning energies, which is great here. Now Ampharos is an okay attacker by itself. Thunder Rod, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Attach as many lightning energies cards you find is there to this Pokemon. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. And then we have Sparkling Tail. It does 100 damage. This attack damage isn't affected by weakness, resistance, or any other effects on the opponent's active Pokemon here. Which is great. This gets around like Regice, it gets around Beautifly, and it's a really cool attack, the second one. But our main attacker here is going to be Mega Ampharos here. It has the attack Excavate. It does 120 damage. You may do 50 damage and leave your opponent's active Pokemon paralyzed. So if you do decide to do 50 damage, you also leave him paralyzed, which is great here. If you do, this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. The only drawback is you do 30 damage to yourself, but that's okay here. We have ways to fix that. Next up, we play 2 Shaman just for setup here, obviously. And Sky Return for 30. Return it to your hand here, and that's all the Pokemon you play here. Now, if it wasn't Fan Friday, I probably would be playing Volcarona. I really don't like it at all. I'd actually play some other cards besides it, but since Volcarona Ampharos is the deck that won, we will play it today and see how it goes. Next up, it's 3 Mega Turbos, a Tacit Basic Energy card from your discard pile to one of your Mega Evolution Pokemon. And this way, if a Mega Amphi does get knocked out, you can easily just power up another one. If you have like 2 in your hand, you can double Mega Turbo, DC, have another one ready to go, which is great here. I think Mega Turbo is a great card in this deck that a lot of people are overlooking. Next up is 3 Switch, just because everybody has a retreat cost. Mega Amphi has 3, Volcarona has 1, regular Amphi has 2, Larvesta has 2, and Shaman has 1 here. So you need multiple switches in the deck. 4 Trainer's Mail to help out with consistency, to search for the Ultra Balls, to maybe need a supporter card, the Link, because you look at the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal a training card, except for Trainer's Mail, and put in your hand. 4 Ultra Ball for consistency here. 4 VS Seekers to your supporters. 1 Hex Maniac. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, each Pokemon to play in each player's hand and each player's discard pile has no abilities. Once again, this is kind of just to help out against Beautifly, maybe. But the main thing is for Giratina. Giratina has a second attack or ability, which makes it where Mega Pokemon can't hurt it. So if Giratina is a play, you can't hurt it. So what you can do is Hex Maniac, get rid of the effect off the Giratina and actually smack them, and then you can paralyze them in the next turn. Knock him out. I think it has 170 HP. So as soon as you use 1 Hex Maniac, you can knock out a Giratina. The only thing you have to worry about is with Giratina is you can't play special energy cards. So you need to make sure you win the coin flip, which I know it's almost impossible to make sure you win the coin flip. But if you do win the coin flip, you have maybe a slight chance, because maybe you can get out an Ampharos, attach a DCE, next turn attach a Lightning, Mega Turbo for another Lightning. Like I said earlier, if I would play this deck, I wouldn't play with Volcarona, because you do still have the potential for a turn 2 Ampharos. But with this deck, you have a turn 3 Ampharos, which I don't like at all. All you have to do really is attach an energy. Next turn, attach the DC or Lightning you're missing, and then Turbo Bolt the other Lightning on there, which is great. And that's why I think the deck is fine without itself, without Volcarona. I don't know why people are hyping it with Volcarona, but I don't know. Whatever. We're still going to play it here, like I said earlier. 2 Light Center, bring a Pokemon off the bench. 3 Sycamore, Professor Birch's Observation. Flip a coin. If heads, draw 7. If tails, draw 4. 4 Sycamore. 3 Rough Seas. And like I said earlier, with Excavate, you do 30 damage to yourself, but you leave your opponent's Pokemon paralyzed. That way they actually can't attack you next turn. Unless they have a switch. Super Scoop Up, AZ, Cassius, Steel Shelter. I think that's all. A Wonder Energy. Any of those cards could get rid. Maybe you can't make them paralyzed, or it gets rid of the paralyzations there. So if they don't actually hurt you, what you can do is next turn Rough Seas, heal the 30 damage off the Ampharos here, and that way the following turn, basically you just kind of negate that 30 damage you did to yourself with Rough Seas, which is really cool here. And also, if you're playing against a deck that does smack you early, You could just heal that damage off of Rough Seas. And like I said before, that makes it even great with just regular Ampharos here, because with Rough Seas, you can just heal that damage off they did with you in first turn, which is great. 3 Spirit Links so you don't end your turn. 4 DC and 8 Lightning Energy. And that's all we're going to play in here. It's a really consistent deck. I really do like it a lot. A lot of people aren't hyping Ampharos, and I don't know why. The only thing it struggles with is fighting Pokemon, but like the only fighting Pokemon in the game is Mienshao and Metachannel. What Mienshao is kind of getting kind of big right now in standard. I think it is. It's kind of hard because standard tournaments aren't really run, so you don't know what's big there. But hope you enjoyed this deck. Thanks for voting on Fan Friday. Like I said, the winner before was Volcarona Ampharos here. Hope you enjoyed this deck. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great Saturday. I hope you not Saturday, Friday, and hopefully enjoy this match. Alright, so here we're playing against Zap. Gyarados playing a Fire Color Psychic Water. We get to go first here. Alright. Alright, so we start Ultra Ball, discard Hex Maniac. So we'll do that. We'll discard the Hex Maniac and a switch. Here we'll grab a Shaman. Let's grab a Larvesta just in case he goes crazy turn 2. Put down the Larvesta. Professor Birch here. Heads, drawn 7 cards here. We can Ultra Ball, discard Sycamore and the Trainer's Mail here. And we'll grab a regular Ampharos here. Put that down, put down a Shaman, draw 3 cards here. We need an energy for the turn, and we don't get one actually. Alright. So here we'll just end our turn. I don't want to put down a third Larvesta for the turn here. Now let's see how crazy can Rayquaza go this turn. There's a fire energy to the active here. Okay. Pretty interesting. I've never seen a Rayquaza with fire energy, and there's just 10 damage. Alright. So our turn will Verse Seeker for a Professor Birch. Play it. Heads here, okay. I guess we'll just this Lightning Energy, and we'll just pass here. We missed Volcarona for sure this turn, which kind of stinks here. And let's see what our opponent gets here. There's a Skyfield. There's a Fire Energy. And another 10 damage, okay. Kind of confusing. So here, put down a Lightning Energy, Professor Birch here. Hopefully, we hit a Volcarona. Still no Volcarona. Alright, so I guess we'll just end our turn here. If he does knock us out next turn, we could Mega Turbo, DCE, and knock out this Rayquaza next turn. Now let's see, what does Zap Gyarados have for us here? There's a third Fire Energy coming down, okay. And okay, there we see the first Ultra Ball of the game here. Discarding Blacksmith and AZ. Alright, let's see what he decides to grab here. Hopefully it's Shaman or Hoopa. Hoopa could be good for our first. So there's a Hoopa there, and we'll finally see what he's playing. So we see Hoopa coming down, probably grabbing a Shaman, maybe a Mega Rayquaza, and some kind of other Pokemon. We do say he is playing Blacksmith, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of deck he is playing here. There's a Shaman. There's a Charizard and a Seismitoad. Okay. Shaman drawn 6 cards here. Not really sure what we were playing against actually now. An Acrobike. Alright, what he did not get with Acrobike. He didn't get a Charizard with Acrobike. There's a Spirit Link coming down. Mega Rayquaza. Acrobike here. So he will take a knockout on the Larvesta. Unless he has like a Lysan, he could maybe knock out the Mega Ampharos. Which if he does that, that'd be really, really scary. Let's see what he does here. There's another Acrobike here. He didn't grab a Mega Turbo with that one. So the third Acrobike in row here. And he decides not to grab an Energy Retrieval. Okay. And let's see, does he have anything else or not? Just wait to see. Okay, there's a Verse Seeker. So with this, he'll probably grab an AZ to pick up the Shaman and reuse it. Let's see. I guess Charizard is for Vespiquen. If I had to take a guess. Because a lot of Vespiquen players aren't playing water. Toad's just good overall, and Hoopa's there for search a Pokemon. It kind of makes sense. Like, don't get me wrong. And then you can power up Charizard automatically with a Blacksmith. So very interesting deck for sure. And he actually goes for the Hoopa here. He's going to search for more Pokemon here. Okay. Maybe he can grab like another Rayquaza, something else. There's a Rayquaza. There's another Rayquaza. and a Camrupt. Okay. So he's going for like a colorless deck with Camrupt and Charizard. Alright, so there's 210 damage to Larvesta. Here we're seeing the Mega Ampharos. Then we get a Turbo, Mega Turbo, and here we put down the Rough Seas. He has to discard, what, 2 Pokemon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 2 Pokemon here. Probably Shaman and Charizard and or Hoopa. Probably Shaman and Hoopa. That way you get rid of your 2 tech cards that you don't really need anymore. There goes Hoopa and probably Shaman, like I said. Alright, the other Rayquaza. I guess he just won't hit me for weakness. But Shaman's okay. Here we'll just Sycamore, hoping to hit a DCE, and we do get one of those. Here we get down to Volcarona. If he does knock us out next turn, we can attach a Lightning Energy. Search for a Mega Amphi here, and here we use Excavult here. Yeah, we'll do 30 damage ourselves. Why not here? Doing 340. I think we could have knocked out regardless. Yeah, but I just want to, max out the damage here with Mega Amphi, and let's see what our opponent has here. Now, I can look back at it, actually knock us out here. 5, 10, 15, 20. He could actually. Kind of made a misplay there. Well, no, yeah. Okay, well, never mind. Just a Fire Energy to active. Skyfield. Verse Seeker here, getting a Blacksmith. So he's going to Blacksmith to the Charizard. If he had a Fire Energy, the better play would have been set up a camera up here and actually, like, swing at us. Okay, so here we see Charizard doing 120 damage. And he has to discard a Fire Energy. Alright, so our turn here. We can put a Lightning Energy here. Play Professor Birch. Tails. Okay, we got the Rough Seas. We can play that. And here we'll use the Excavult. And of course, we will paralyze him. And that way he can't attack us next turn. He does have 180 HP. If he had 170, we could easily just knock him out here. But sadly, he has 180. Alright. So, okay, next turn we can Verse Seeker for a Sycamore, maybe? Let's if he like Verse Seekers for a AZ, he could pick it up and heal all the damage off this Charizard here. But the question is, who would he send up? He could send up Toad here and start Quick Punching, making it where we can't use supporter cards. I probably should have Verse Seeker for a supporter last turn. I just forgot to. There's always that capability of Toad punching us the following turn here. And let's see what Zap Gyarados does here. There's a Verse Seeker. Okay. Is he going to go for the AZ? So he actually goes for a Blacksmith here. He's probably going to Blacksmith to the Camrupt. And that way he can knock us out the following turn here. So 2 energies to the Camrupt here and a passive opponent. And here we'll Rough Seas, heal off the damage. I don't think it really matters at all. So here we'll Verse Seeker for a Professor Birch. Play that. Tails, only get 4. We can put a DC on the Shaman. Alright, this is what we can do here. We can retreat. Discard a Lightning and a DCE. Send up Shaman. And here we actually Sky Return for the knockout. Sending up the Volcarona. Yeah. So that way if he does knock out the Volcarona, we have another Mega Amphi ready to go. We have the DCE. We have a Mega Turbo ready to go. We haven't really seen Volcarona attack that much. But if he does license up the Amphi, we can Solar Breath to get out another Mega Amphi. But they receive a Pokemon Fan Club coming down here. Probably just grabbing a Shaman. Nope, he actually gets nothing and just tumbles attack here for 60. Alright, so here we're Rough Seas. And you know what? Let's let Volcarona shine here. We'll go attach a Lightning Energy here. And here we'll just use Solar Birth, search for basic Pokemon. Of course, we'll grab a Amphi here and get 2 Lightning Energies. Alright. So there we go. Next turn we have the win no matter what. We can just license the Shaman here, win the game. I just want to show the power of Volcarona for 1 turn there. He could license his Mega Amphi here, take 2 prize cards, and never see a victory screen. Next turn we have the Verse Seeker to bring up the Shaman, and we get a mystery prize here. Alright. Alright, let's see what we get here. Okay, a little bit more for the daily challenge. Okay. And opponent can see the game here, but let's see what we get. And just 3 tournament tickets here. But I hope you enjoyed this deck. I know this game wasn't that exciting here. But look out on Sunday. I will have more videos with Mega Amphi here. It's kind of late at night. I just got back from a football game. There's not that many people online. And every time I play against somebody, it's like really weird decks that aren't that great. And Mega Amphi just kind of curb stomps him there. This was probably the best game I got like within the 2 hours, which is kind of weird. Like usually I can find something, but that game just showed the power of Mega Amphi with the turbo balls. We saw Volcarona work in the situational kind of thing where if he licensed with somebody, we would have had another one ready to go the following turn with the Solar Birth. So I think it's a great video to show off Mega Amphi just a little bit, but like I said, Sunday we will have a part 2. We'll play at least 3 more games with the deck here, show it off a little bit more. Hope you enjoyed this deck. Thanks for watching again. I hope you have a great Friday. Look out for Tournament Saturday. It is a great thing I did here. I actually cover one of the biggest decks I think that we will see at regionals here. But I hope you have a great Friday. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye.